But honestly, to a topic that's dominating all the headlines in Israel today. It was a 10-1 ruling. Israel's high court decided to disqualify the Shas party leader, Deri, from serving as a minister in this new government. Thus, the country's bracing for how the party or Deri himself will choose to respond. The main reporting indicates that he'll end his current tenure as Interior and Health Minister within days and honor the court's decision in line with the reported position on the matter by Prime Minister Netanyahu and the important Shas Rabbinic Leadership Council. Now, the court called this appointment, quote, unreasonable in the extreme, close quote. It's important to, I think, in this moment, remind you of why. Now, Deri has multiple criminal convictions for corruption charges spanning 2 decades. He also apparently broke his pledge to quit politics as part of his plea deal in the most recent legal proceedings against him. That was just last year. We're joined by Tzippy Yarom, a journalist joining us from Jerusalem here. Thanks for being with us. Tzippy, I'm concerned by an aspect of this that's come out today. I want to get your thoughts on it. I mean, prominent, if not all, the ultra-Orthodox newspapers today are running with headlines claiming the High Court justice has overturned, I think in some cases, the quote-unquote will of the people. I mean, echoing the campaign launched by the Shas party, last night. I mean, they're calling this against democracy. Why this reaction?
Because when you think about the Shas party, you think about a party that is unified. It's not made, contrary to the United Torah Judaism, as something that is made of several parties that join together to be a one party. And then maybe I don't agree with one Knesset member, but I do agree with the other one when I voted to United Torah Judaism. When someone has voted to Shas, they voted for Deri. They knew that Deri is the head of this party. They wanted him to head this party. They don't see him as a criminal. They do think that this last court ruling, I mean the one before, the fact that he was even brought to court for the tax fraud charges was a problem. And so they think that the fact that he was disqualified from being a minister now is unreasonable, to use their words.
Yeah, I mean, he served, jail time, circa 2000 for a conviction. I mean, he pleaded guilty to tax fraud charges in 2022. I mean, the plea deal there, which required him to resign from the Knesset, the parliament, received a suspended prison sentence. I mean, how can he be reinstated right now as a minister in charge of major finances, huge state coffers? I mean, a lot of money, in his departments here. Is there, an issue there of public trust that this government has to preserve?
So I'll tell you what, when we talk about the 1999 charges, I think nobody is claiming that he didn't have to serve or something like that. They did feel like he got more than he needed to. But when you talk about the tax fraud charges, they claim that he shouldn't even be there. Like if God forbid it was you or me that was being charged with the same problems, it wouldn't go to court. It would be settled in the tax offices. It's not even something that should have been brought to court, and it was. So in a way, they feel like he's being persecuted for something it shouldn't happen. If you go into the details of what happened there, it was something that his brother did that he wasn't really involved in it. Should he check what his brother did? Maybe because he knows that the authorities are after him, but it's not really something that was for him. So they feel like, okay, we know what was happening. We were still voting for him because we feel like it shouldn't even go to court. So the fact he pleaded guilty was because he wanted to settle it and go on. So we wanted him there. Now, you have to understand, he's not even going to resign from the Knesset. He's going to stay there. They'll find something else for him to do.
I mean, the bottom line is, and you highlighted this, he's still hugely popular. I mean, he's the leader of this party. He's the one they voted for, hundreds of thousands of people, and that's been clearly evident just in the last day that the all-important support is still there. Why? I mean, if you can break that down for us, why is he still so popular among Shas? Why is he still the guy?
I think that for many people from Mizrahi, Eastern, Sephardic origin, it resonates with things they went through when the state of Israel was started 75 years ago. And they felt they were discriminated against, and not just then, but for many years. So it still resonates with feelings that maybe are not true nowadays, but for some people they are, and they feel like, okay, he is representing us even in that part. It shouldn't happen. If he was as an Ashkenazi, it wouldn't happen to him. Is it true or not? I don't know. I'm Ashkenazi, But this is how they feel.
Yeah, it's a major issue, and you're right to highlight the historical grievance among this portion of the population. It's a touchy subject, of course, and looking out for any sort of over the top, overbearing, any unfairness taking place in the system. I think you're right to highlight this party has got foundations in that grievance. I guess we'll see where this goes.
Exactly.
For now, Tzippy Yarom, thanks for being with us. Complicated issue to break down here, but as again grabbing all the headlines around Israel today. So thanks for joining us on it.
Thank you.